most of his life was in Russian. Did he speak Yiddish, do you think, as an adult?
His friends and his life and the art was all in Russian, so that was... Yiddish was part of him. In his later work, as I mentioned before, he comes back and he brings Hebrew letters. They're almost like whispers, almost for him alone, and for me, and a few other people who could see them, you know, to put there, just a reminder of who he is. But yeah, I think that's part of being a universal artist, is to speak the language of people among whom he lives. The two paintings that I think are very interesting, in general, is Jewish painting to me, is his Siege of Leningrad, two paintings, the Shviya seamstress. So the title seamstress in Russian is Shviya, but the connection to Hebrew is, it almost sounds like Shiva. And I think there are several other meanings, Shiva, and the Hebrew speakers would know the different layers. So even in the name, there is a play in language. So there is Russian, but there is also Hebrew and Yiddish meaning in that. And in that painting, there are many symbols. So even the symbol of the seamstress or a tailor is a connection to, you know, the very Jewish trade traditionally. The name seamstress is a woman, but the way the painting is created, there is a light kind of head scarf, and if you take that away, you can actually literally see the kippah. So the woman becomes a man, and it has this kind of double shifting, almost Kabbalistic kind of shift between the man and the woman, kind of as a uniting both parts of the human. And in the corner, as she is, or he is creating, there is a fabric that actually has the Hebrew letters. And behind her, there is a pitcher. There is a kind of symbol of a pitcher, which is a symbol of a Levite, right? And the shape of the painting is a square, is reminiscent of the tombstone, Jewish tombstones in the cemeteries. He's a colleague of his, whom he must have known from the academy, created a series of photographs over the years. In the 50s, he went to the Moldova and photographs the Jewish tombstones. And so it's quite possible that there is a connection that he must have seen and known that work, and of course the tombstones. So there's many, many layers and reading to that. But if you look at the painting, it's very beautiful. It's actually an exhibition. Yeah. So that's one. The other is but that's like a whole other lecture. The other is Reclining Woman, and there are several letters there. There is a hidden lamed near the woman's head. Her hand, the way it's folded, is actually, it looks like a shin. In the left bottom corner, there is a letter J, which is a Latin letter J, and the connection there, I believe, is to the Judah, the Holocaust yellow star, because in her belly there is a patch of yellow that actually loosely forms the yellow star. So he takes the J down and the star there. So there is a kind of symbolist meaning that one doesn't necessarily need to read right away, but it's there, I think, for him to remember why he's devoting his life to this.